And now, without further ado, please welcome to the stage for the 2011 Christmas program, Your Children.
I'm Dale Yorba. This is my wife, Kathy. We own the Guardian Total Pest and Termite Control and Lawn Care.
We've been serving Cartersville, Bartow, and surrounding counties for over 20 years. We provide exceptional service with guaranteed results.
Give us a call, 770-386-9985, or visit us on the internet, guardianpestandlawn.com.
Hi, Kevin White here from White & Sons Roofing in Bartow County. Folks, if you'd like to give us a call, you can reach us at 678-296-2428. what we do is we like to come out and inspect your roof for any damage, meet with your insurance company if needed, do a full work scope on it, or simply just give bids on your roof. So call White & Sons Roofing today for all your roofing needs in Bartow County. Again, I'm Kevin White, White & Sons Roofing.
Surgical suite and dental facilities. Pet Vet Clinic, join us on Facebook.
We offer in-house blood work where you can get results immediately. We also have digital x-rays.
Come on down to Pet Vet Clinic. We're located at the corner of Burn Hickory and Mission Road. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We're here Saturdays from 8 to 12. Hope to see you soon.
We're at Mission Road Elementary School. They're having an event today. What is that event?
It's called the Sugar Plum Shoppe. It's a craft show and a holiday sale.
Did y'all put this together?
Yes, we did.
This was y'all's baby, your little. All right. What are your name? What are your names? Who are you?
I'm Becky Broom,
Cindy Stein, and KK Smith.
And what's the goal of this?
Well, we started out last year kind of just as friends getting together. We each had little businesses on the side. I'm a teacher here at Mission Road, and KK works at Woodland, and she is a stay-at-home mom, but she started a jewelry business. So we started talking about how we could work together to market our items. And so we decided to start on the holiday to have a little craft show. And so we had it here at school last year with just a limited number of vendors, and then this year we decided to hook up with the Mission Road PTO during their Santa breakfast, and part of our proceeds go to the school for the new playground.
How's the turnout been?
It's been really good, a lot more than last year.
What kind of door prizes do you have? Or what kind of what are you having? Is it door prizes or what do you call it?
We are having door prizes.
Okay.
Each vendor donated an item.
Okay.
And so now we are going to have a door prize drawing at the end of the day.
We have about $200.
$200 worth of door prizes.
What do you got to do to get in the drawing?
Just fill out a form.
No kidding, is that right?
Walk in the door and fill out a form.
Life's great, isn't it? Very nice to meet you, and
nice to meet you too.
I'm really enjoying just walking around looking at your stuff. Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Thank you for coming out.
I'm with our friend Saunders Jones. Hey, Saunders, good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
All right, it's after the election. This was your first election.
Right, absolutely.
What did you learn?
I learned that it's harder than I thought it was. It's a lot of legwork. With the citywide election, obviously larger than a ward-specific election, you got to knock on more doors, and looks like we got another winner back here. You got to knock on more doors than you thought. You got to have a lot of people who you know to try to do what you can to get the word out, but it was a good experience overall. It was good.
I can name a number of people in position today that lost their first or second race,
right.
And are you discouraged? Will you try it again eventually?
Well, good question. I think, as I heard put it, you don't want to ask the woman after she gave birth if she wants another child. That's probably not the right time to ask. But we'll see. We'll see what lies in the future.
What's your wife's opinion of all this?
She's excited. She's glad that it's over. But she's excited, and we're just ready to start getting on with our normal life. Not have to worry about knocking on doors.
All right, tell everybody, what are you doing here today? Why are you here?
I'm here today because I'm helping to raise money for the Muscular Dystrophy Association, I got locked up here like a bunch of folks here, and we're supposed to raise bail money to help get us back in the community, out from behind bars, so to speak. So I'm here doing what I can, calling people that I know. It's tough on everybody right now, but if you have a family member or a friend who's affected with the disease, it's even tougher. So I'm asking just for donations of $20, $50, $100 and help out folks that need it.
Are people coming through for you?
People are coming through for me. I've had a little bell here I have to ring every time I get a big donation of $50 or more, but I've had to ring it a couple times, and I tell you, the great thing about this community, great thing about this nation is people will come and help out those that are in need.
Saunders Jones, always good to see you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, right now, you just want to tell everybody about the best pizza and just tell them in your own words.
Should I introduce myself then?
Huh?
Introduce myself?
Yeah. What do you want the commercial to say? What do you want the commercial to say?
This is Angelo's.
Okay.
I just want to let you know that we've got the best pizza in town. Yeah. Yes, I am.
Sorry. I'm going to warrant for your arrest. I need you to turn around.
What is this for?
We're having a big heart. Turn around.
Oh my God. The lowest prices in town. I'm being arrested for the lowest prices in town. Put the most toppings on the pizza. Look at this. I can't even do business without being arrested here.
Guys, here we are again, West Yellowknife, right across from Quick Trip on Highway 41. Your source for guaranteed cheapest pricing on flooring, hardwood, laminate, engineered, cabinets, furniture and oak, handmade, unfinished cabinets, heating and air, scratch and dent. Why pay full price, guys? We can see we're running that Cartersville UNCUT special on these stoves right here. $249, doors, cheap. I got a full warehouse, guys. Call us 770-334-8339. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Larry Jennings with First Response Plumbing. We fix water lines, sewer lines, camera, jet, repair faucets, whatever you might need as far as plumbing, give us a call. The name is First Response Plumbing, 770-386-5222. Thanks again, First Response Plumbing.
First Response Plumbing.
Trust your residential concrete work to the professionals with over 34 years of experience in the industry. Call the experts at Richard Barnes Concrete. We specialize in driveways and slabs, curbing, retaining walls, driveway removals and replacements, and patios. Color and stamping are also available. At Richard Barnes Concrete, free estimates are available and we are fully licensed and insured. So trust your residential concrete work to the professionals with over 34 years of experience in the industry. Call the experts at Richard Barnes Concrete today.
I'm with Joe Frank Harris, Jr. He's the top guy here at the Chamber. What is your title at the Chamber?
I am the President and CEO.
How long have you been doing it now?
I've been here since February. It was on an interim basis to start with, and then got a full-time job out, I guess, 7, 8 weeks ago.
What brought you here? What brought you to this job?
Well, there was a vacancy, and I've always had a great love for the chamber. I've built 2 businesses in here, law practice and also an Aflac business through the relationships I got. And I was chairman of the board back in 1997. When they had a vacancy, they asked me to come in on an interim basis and kind of fill in. I thought that'd be nice. My Aflac bosses were good. And then I got in here and it got my heart. And I have just had a blast.
All right, let's go back to childhood.
Yes, sir.
Tell who your daddy is.
My dad's Joe Frank Harris.
And how old were you when he got involved with politics?
11 months old. He
11 months.
ran for the State House of Representatives. And so I've kind of grown up in that fishbowl my whole life. I was 18 when he ran for governor and got elected.
So what did he do? I mean, he became a state rep, or what was his?
Yeah, he was. He came home and joined his dad's business. He was actually born in the Atco Mill Village in a house there. And I love the story because he told stories of waking up in the morning with that glass of water frozen and throwing papers and delivering milk and playing football. And my grandfather his family had to move to the Atco Mill Village for my grandfather, Frank Harris. His daddy had died, and Mama moved there and worked through the mill, and then he started his own concrete business here in the 50s. Dad, after he got through college, came back and joined him in that family business.
How did he get into politics?
You know, that is a really interesting story. He was sitting there, and Dad was 28 years old, you know, right about that age. And they came in there, and there was a vacancy, and some people came and approached him and said, would you consider running? The politician that was there, Mr. Cullins, was doing really well, and many people thought he would be unbeatable. And Dad prayed about it, and they got together and got a bunch of folks together that pulled off the impossible and beat a pretty good incumbent.
Your dad, was he always just a motivated man?
He is a very, yes, very motivated, very driven, but very quiet. He's a quiet, really a shy leader. But when you talk to him, you hear his heart. Mom's a public speaker. But Dad's a very solid guy, got very strong values. He's not perfect, but he really loves Georgia, and he loves the people. And I think when he was in office, he never wanted to disgrace his Lord. He never wanted to embarrass his family or the people of Bartow County. And there was a lot of love there between the people in Bartow County. They pulled off the impossible when he was elected governor. So many people thought he didn't have really a prayer, and I guess that's what got him there, the prayers.
He runs for governor when you were 18, or becomes governor when he's 18?
I had just graduated high school that summer, and that was when we were running, and I was actually a freshman at Georgia. It just started when the general election happened in November.
How was that? How was it being a kid, somebody running for governor? What was that like?
It was really kind of fun. You get a lot of opportunities. You know, it's pretty cool to go home on the weekend in the governor's mansion. I mean, I've never had a chandelier in my bedroom.
Right.
And I tell the story when
you had a chandelier in your bedroom?
Yeah, it was cool. Very nice. You know, you go through and the trooper opens the gate and lets you go in. You never dreamed that you would end up having the opportunity to live in the governor's mansion. I can remember when I was in 3rd grade, we did the tour of the governor's mansion. And I can remember looking in the kitchen from the outside, you know, and nose up against it, saying, man, what would it be like to live in a place like this? And then for it to actually happen, it's kind of like a dream come true.
When you move into the governor's mansion, your dad, what does he have to provide? Does he have to provide his own food, or is
he has an allowance for food? There is a lot of the housekeepers there are inmates, so you have to be always real nice. The cooks and all are in there. They do. It is a place that's Georgia. I mean, you entertain a lot of business prospects. It's a point of pride for our state. I mean, the antiques in there are a show place. Sometimes you feel like you're almost on display, though. Sometimes you want to hide and get out of the public eye. I remember being out there shooting basketball one day, and the tour group kids are sitting there up on the rail looking down at me shooting basketball, and you're like, I just think it's time to go inside. So there's some things about the fishbowl are not exactly enjoyable, but overall it's a cool thing to get to do.
Anybody ever try to use you to get to your daddy?
Yeah, that happens. That's politics.
That's politics.
And sometimes you're very careful because you wonder what people's agendas are. They're really motivated because, I mean, there is power in an office like that, and once you're out of office, it's over. I mean, the influence is gone, but I don't think people abused it too much. But
what about when people wrote bad things about your daddy?
Oh, it hurts. When you pick up the paper in Athens and see something that's been written about your dad, it hurts. Sometimes it angers you. And same thing with Dad. I mean, when you feel like that you're doing the very best you can, and you never think that you're perfect, but when you feel like you're unfairly treated, or at least the truth's not presented to where the people can understand it, you're a human being. Your heart hurts.
I bet. All right, your dad. What was his role in the Olympics? Bringing the Olympics
that was
to Georgia?
really cool. That was another thing that was a complete impossibility. You wouldn't have ever thought Georgia could get that. And his role was he was governor, and you can imagine what the industry that brought to the state.
Mm-hmm.
He made all of that stuff available to Billy Payne and all the folks, because you did do a lot of touring. I remember one time they had a group from Africa that came through. It was Olympic Review Search Committee that came through, and one of the delegates from Africa was so impressed at the dinner that they had at the governor's mansion that they said, this is where the Olympics is going to be. And so you did a lot of the entertaining, and you also did a lot of providing of the information there for the groups that came through. And he got to go to Japan when it was announced, and he just doesn't get very excited, but it did look like he jumped off the ground on the TV, that far when they announced it was going to come to Atlanta.
What's Tom Murphy like?
He's a very principled guy. People, I don't think, they looked at the gruff exterior of him.
Mm-hmm.
People I got to know in politics are just like you and me. I mean, I always say they put their britches on one leg at a time, just like we do. And I think generally they're well-meaning. Sometimes, though, that gruffness came through. But I found him to be, a very tough politician, but he'd also have a lot of heart for women and children and those kind of issues. So it was an interesting thing. People accused him of being, Dad being his boy, but he did kind of come up through his leadership, but they didn't see how strongly Daddy led when he was a governor and how many times they butted heads along with the lieutenant governor. Politics is a contact sport, so it was a very interesting thing, but I think the speaker did a lot of good for Georgia.
Have you met any presidents?
Yeah, I got to meet George Bush Sr., and I've met both of the Bushes. I never got to meet President Reagan. I would have liked to. I got to meet Jimmy Carter, cool guy. Have not got to meet the current president. Met Clinton. No, I've seen him. So it's pretty cool to get to shake their hands.
Is it tough being raised in the footsteps of your father?
Sometimes. I mean, there's expectations I think people have of you, and you want to be just who you are. That's what my folks have always encouraged me to be, who I am, and set my own mark and do my own thing. But sometimes it is a challenge because you feel a responsibility. You've been blessed with a lot of knowledge, a lot of information you want to give back. But I wouldn't trade it. I really wouldn't trade it for anything. It's I guess the Lord knows what to bless you with and what not, but it's been a real blessing. I've got to do things that you'd only dream of getting to do.
Are you content with what you're doing now at the Chamber?
I love working at the Chamber. Who would have ever thought I would be sitting in this role? But I love Bartow County. I say if you was to cut me, I'd bleed Bartow County. But I love sales too, and I'm getting to sell Bartow County. Everything we touch at the Chamber has some component that can help lives, and we got a great community. So it's a really fun job that I never dreamed I'd get to do.
Feel good about what you're doing?
Oh, yes. We're working with so many good people. I mean, you look at all the committees. People are so unselfish in this community. We were having a nonprofit roundtable the other day, and they were talking about how many donations and how much the things that people are giving in this recession is outstripping when things are going good. And that goes to the heart of our community. We live in an unusually good place, very unselfish. I would put it up against anywhere in the world, the people, the talent. It's a great place to work, it really is.
Joe Frank Harris, Jr., very nice sitting down with you and having this conversation. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm humbled that you would ask.
Tomorrow morning, when you get up, don't go in the kitchen and slave. Get your family up and come on down to the Wall Street Cafe for breakfast. We have homemade pancakes, French toast, and syrup. We also have 4-egg omelets, hash brown casserole, and grits. And don't forget, we're open for lunch 10:30 to 3. We have a wide variety of sandwiches, soups, salads, and desserts. So come on down and visit us at the Wall Street Cafe.
Hi, I'm Tom Riddle with Preferred Heating and Air Conditioning. We've been serving Cartersville and Bartow counties since 1998. We have a fleet of 7 trucks on the road to serve you day and night, 24 hours a day. If you have problems with your home or your business, please give us a call, 770-383-9001. Again, the name says it all. We are Preferred.
Has your old lawnmower got you down? Do you have weeds driving you crazy in your yard? Do your kids need something fun to ride? Come see us at Red Top Mower. We carry lawnmowers, weed eaters, backpack blowers, chainsaws, hedge trimmers. We're at 21 Kelly Clark Court on the corner of Highway 41, just 10 miles south of Main Street in Cartersville. We're on the web at www.redtopmower.com, and we're on Twitter and Facebook. Our number is 770-966-7779. Red Top Mower.
I'm with Dr. Hinesly. Dr. Hinesly is the Cartersville Superintendent of Schools. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad you're here.
How long have you been doing this job?
Well, I've been here for 7 years, and this is my 7th year. And prior to that, I was superintendent in Florida for 15 years.
Which district was bigger?
The one in Florida, considerably bigger.
Are you happy where you're at?
I love it here. It's a great community and very supportive, and I've really enjoyed my stay here. So it's a lot different. The system I had before had 18,000 employees and 120,000 students, K through 12, and 35,000 adults in post-secondary. Whereas here, it's considerably smaller, where you get to know teachers, you get to know the students, and it's very rewarding.
They just brought you back down there and gave you an award. What was the award for?
Oh, it was the Chester James Award, which frankly I was quite flattered and honored. I've been gone for some time, and it was for character and ethics, and I was nominated and won the award, and was able to go down and receive it. It was quite an honor.
Congratulations.
It's the first time anybody's won it that did not live there, so it was kind of special.
Somebody brought up on our Facebook page, and I put out there for some questions to ask you, and if you were to grade yourself, how do you think you're doing on this job?
How would I grade myself? Well, I'd say a B+, A-.
What do you feel like you're really excelling at?
Well, I feel like we're making great strides academically, as we can demonstrate in our test scores.
Mm-hmm.
I think this financial management. You'd be hard-pressed to find any system around us that hasn't had furloughs or students going to school less than 180 days,
Mm-hmm.
Which we've not had to do. We have money in the bank, which we're being able to avoid. I haven't done that. I've reduced the bond debt by 50% since I've been here, and we're on a plan to pay off the bond debt by 2015. So our facilities are in good shape. We've looked for ways to be more efficient. So I think overall, those are the kind of things you look at when you evaluate a system. We did a community survey and got very positive results. It was done by the Burris Institute out of Kennesaw State, which we didn't have anything to do with, and the results of that were very good. So overall, I think we're on the right track. Now, our goal is to have continuous improvement all the time. If you don't, you're going to end up with mediocrity. So my goal is to constantly try to get better, and also make sure we're fiscally sound.
What needs work?
Well, our graduation rate, although we've had the highest graduation rate we've had, we want 100%.
Mm-hmm. What is the percentage now?
It was 85.6% this year.
How does that compare?
Well, it's by far the highest graduation rate in this area.
Okay.
There are high schools that have higher graduation rates, and we want to catch them and go beyond that. We have an achievement gap with our minority students, and although that's improving, we've got a ways to go with that, and we've got some strategies to identify that. Our free and reduced population is growing, which means the socioeconomic status of our families is more challenging, so that brings some other issues with it that we're trying to address. So we got the same money issues everybody else has got, and we've got to maintain a good financial situation. Otherwise, we'll have some of the issues other people are having, and maybe even worse. So, we got plenty of challenges.
Okay, what's this about? Right now we're in a block system. Explain it to me. What is the block? We're in a block. Am I even worded it right?
That's correct. We give you some history before I came to Cartersville. In the early on, Cartersville was always on a 6-period schedule, and then they went to a 7-period schedule at the high school, meaning that students were taking 6 classes a day, and then they went to 7 classes a day, and then they were required to pass when they had the 7 period, I believe it was 24 credits out of 28, and I think when they were on 6 period, it was something like 20 or 21 out of 24. So they took basically 50 and 60-minute periods, and they were taking 6 and 7 classes. In the late 1990s, like a lot of school systems, including where I used to work, many high schools went to a block schedule where they only take, high school students were only taking 4 classes during the day. There were 90-minute periods, and basically for every day you missed 2+ days of class because of the 90 minutes, and then you didn't have the full year classes, and that was sold as something that was going to be bring about significant increases academically. And if you do the research, you'll find that there really is no true research that says it's better or not better than the 6 or 7 period day. It's sort of neutral, depending on what the variables are from the systems that were studied. In fact, the Department of Education did a study when Kathy Cox was state superintendent, and in that study, you couldn't, it's not really one way or another to tell one's better than the other, of any statistical way to determine it. So we as a system have been on the block. The block requires more teachers because you offer 32 credits, and kids have more elective options, and in Cartersville you have to pass 28 out of the 32 classes. One of the advantages to the block as opposed to the others is that it gives you flexibility. If you stump your toe, you have an opportunity within the school day to make up those classes. But that can be addressed now through the many opportunities that students have with virtual education. The Georgia Virtual School, where kids can take classes online while they're at school, that can be addressed through the virtual opportunities. So, since about the late 1990s up until present, Cartersville City Schools has been on the block. As accountability has been ramped up, we have seen evidence, and I'll give an example. Social studies. Our social studies test scores in this system this past year were not very good. And one reason for that is you have kids having to learn a lot of information in a short period of time and then trying to give it back to you through a formal assessment. Whereas if you had a full year class, we believe that those students would do better, and there's some evidence around the state that kids who are taking the classes all year are doing better. Just one example. But just as important, the new state superintendent got a whole new accountability plan that kicks in 2014. It's going to call for an increased reading level of students at the high school level. It's going to require more writing. It's going to require some significant changes in career technology, where kids will have to take career pathways, at least 3 classes in career pathways as a part of the accountability system. And when we have evaluated that, and as have other systems, it became very obvious to us that there needed to be a change from the block to a system where kids were taking the classes all year long, where they got exposure all year long, where they didn't have to have so much exposure in such a short period of time to so much information. And as a result, we began talking about that a couple, 3 years ago. We actually tried an alternative to that, which the teachers didn't like, particularly in math. When the state changed the math curriculum, we looked at the year-long classes, and we tried what's called a skinny, where you take a portion of the lunch period, offer 40 minutes, let's say, of that period, and then have lunch. But the teachers didn't like it, and they tried it for a year, and it didn't work. So we went to year-long with math, but we backed off the year-long with English. And as a result, we feel like that going to the year-long schedule is going to enhance the academic offerings at the high school and have better results as the accountability system is being ramped up. Now, informally, we've had feedback from kids who've gone off to school and gone off to post-secondary experiences that when they get to their next level, many of them have some difficulty to start with because their senior year they only took 4 classes, and for the most part they were taking 2 academic or 3 academic, and you have a much greater load when they get off to school. And we did some research, and for example, this year's senior class, we've got about out of say 200, I don't know exact number, 230, 40, something like that, in the senior class. Close to 50 are taking physical education for the 4th year in a row. And if you look at what some of them are taking, we believe that there should be more rigor during the senior year, and the block gives them so much flexibility that we believe that going to the 7-period day would be better off.
When is this going to be implemented?
Next fall.
What kind of money is it saving?
Well, we anticipate going to the 7-period day to be between $250,000 and $500,000. Why is that? Because when fully implemented, and I'll need to explain that to you in a minute, one of the reasons we think it's important to do that now. The block, we will offer fewer classes after the 2nd year, and we will not offer a number of classes that currently are being offered that don't have a full class load. And you'll still be able to offer most of those by using the virtual, by having fewer teachers. One of the ways that you save money is this, and one of the reasons we think it's important to start this year. We have money in the bank to get through this year and next year, unless we have something catastrophic happen. But after that, we're going to have some serious financial problems here, just like everybody else has already experienced, which may require furloughs and other things. If you wait to move to the block, as was suggested by the faculty, let us study this, let us wait. If you look at our trend data for the past 5 years, we average at the high school 2 to 3 retirements or people moving away for some reason, a spouse transfer or something, each year. If we start this year and you take that attrition and you don't fill that position, or perhaps you don't need a position over here in something and you got a person over there that's qualified to teach the position that was where the person retired, you transfer that person into that job and you then don't fill the position that's vacant. You do that over a 2-year period. Through attrition, you then save the money over a 2-year period, whereas if you wait and have to do it all at once, then you got to lay people off. And the goal in this is not to have any individual negatively impacted. So it would make sense to me that we need to start that 2 years prior to being fully implemented in the cost savings, and seeing the cost savings 2 years from now, not necessarily next year. Otherwise, we're going to have to lay people off. And we made that very clear. The cuts that we have made have had a greater impact on the primary, elementary, and middle school than they have on the high school. And that's been reminded to us several times by teachers in those schools. But that's the way it would be calculated. We estimate a couple of years from now we would see $250,000 to $500,000, depending on who retired and how, who was transferred, and that kind of thing.
Dr. Hinesly, thank you very much for joining us on Cartersville Uncut.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
1, 2, ready, begin.
At Southeastern Auto Works. We just wanted to remind you to stop by and see us. Here at Southeastern Auto Works, we handle classics, customs, and collisions. We can do paint, body work, mechanical, and we can save deductibles on most insurance claims. You can go to our website at www.southeasternautoworks.com, or you can call us at 770-606-0665.
Jones New York Style Pizza and Bistro. I'm Angelo, I'm the executive chef here. I'm going to take you to a quick tour of the restaurant. Here is my executive chef, Ernie. This is my pizza guy, Chago, getting ready to make some pizzas and strombolis. And here we have a typical Italian meal that's presented to this table. Anything from the chicken to the seafood to the pastas. You can get it all here at Angelo's. Come on down, join us for an authentic Italian meal. See you at Angelo's.
Nothing says Merry Christmas like a lime fiesta cupcake from Heaven Sent Cakes. No lime fiesta.
An Oreo ball.
No, see, Santa Claus is red and white, and strawberry shortcake is red and
But
white.
Heaven Sent is Oreo.
I think it's biblical.
But lime fiesta is festive. Merry Christmas from Heaven Sent Cakes.
Strawberry shortcake.
Hello, I'm Chase Dean here at West Yellowknife Trading Post, across from the Quick Trip on Highway 41. Me and all my employees want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and we hope Santa brings you all you ask for.
Treasure Chest wants to wish you a Merry Christmas, a safe and Happy New Year. From Treasure Chest, we all say Merry Christmas!
Hi everyone, Merry Christmas from Psycho Sisters.
Gosh, look who it is. It's our friend Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca.
Hi.
What's your role in all this madness today and this 10,000 people that look like they're coming to your church?
It is a lot of people. Well, what I've helped is plan the event and just plan a certain area. So we've had leaders over each specific area. So
what is your title here at the church?
I'm the children's director for this campus. So I'm over birth through 5th grade.
And what exactly does that mean?
I manage all of the programs and volunteers for the Sunday morning ministry, and we teach kids about God, and we hang out and have fun, and we just get on their level. It's really fun.
You like your job?
I do. I love it.
I understand you got a new pastor coming in, or?
Yes, we do. January 1, we have a new pastor. His name's James Griffin, and he's stepping in this role here as campus pastor, so we're very excited to have him.
Have you met him?
Yes. Oh, yeah. He's actually been teaching here for a while, but just hasn't had the official role of pastor here yet. So.
Is he good?
Oh, he's awesome.
Good seeing you, Rebecca.
Good to see you.
Are you tired of spending your days cleaning? Then give us a call at Excel Cleaning Services and let us do the work for you. We offer home and office cleaning, apartments, move in, move out, new construction. Give us a call today at 770-606-2234 or 404-851-4218. We offer free quotes and we are licensed, bonded, and insured. Give us a call, Excel Cleaning.
Hey, welcome to Treasure Chest Outlet. Let us know if we can help you with anything.
Thank you for shopping at Treasure Chest, and we'll come back again.
Happy birthday to Sam.